Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Dragon Age 2, where we are finally ready to proceed with the main plot, with the primary quest. But first, we have to visit our companions. Specifically, Fenris and Meryl apparently both want to talk. So let us go talk to Fenris, because we are in this deserted mansion that he has decided to call home. He has not picked up anything or cleaned at all.
Egregio Pavali. There are 6 bottles in the cellar. Denarius used to have me pour it for his guests. My appearance intimidated them, he said, which he enjoyed.
You were his servant as well as his bodyguard.
I was his slave. I propped up the furniture when he was so inclined.
So now you've got 5 more?
Take pleasure in the small things.
You've had a difficult life.
I'd rather not speak more of it.
Are you certain? I'm willing to listen.
To my whining? Very charitable of you. I've wanted to leave my past behind me, but it won't stay there. Tell me, have you never wanted to return to Ferelden?
Well, here's the thing. Like, because we started the story with Hawke leaving Ferelden, like, there is no emotional connection for us as players to whatever Hawke's past in Ferelden was. Aside from the people you met on Hawke's escape from Lothering, you don't know anything about her life in Ferelden. But I feel like I'm going to go with the role-playing option. Lothering is gone.
I have no home left to return to.
The blight is over. You could rebuild what you lost. Do you truly not want to?
My mother came from Kirkwall. Our heritage is here.
Having a place where you can put down roots, I understand. Still, to have the option must be gratifying.
Do you intend to keep living here?
I haven't decided. For now, it's as good as any other place. I would return to Saharan if I could, but there is no life for me there.
Saharan?
Is that where you're from?
So I've been told.
Were you very young when you left then?
Perhaps.
So vague, so mysterious.
You could track your former master down, I assume.
I imagine he has returned to Minrathous, though I dare not go near the city while he is alive. No, it is better to wait for him to leave his fortress, fight from a fortified position. I do not expect your help when that day comes, but I would not turn it aside.
You've been on the run a long time then.
3 years now. Denarius has a way of finding me. Perhaps it is the markings. Whatever the means, it never takes him long to follow. This is the first time I've given him reason to pause. I suppose there are advantages in numbers.
Well, also, I mean, he stands out more than most people. Like, how many... Oh my gosh. How many people have lyrium burned into their skin? I would imagine the answer is probably very, very low. So if you ask, like, hey, have you seen somebody with lyrium markings on their skin? And the answer is yes. It's a limited number of people.
Haven't you sought help before?
Hirelings, when I could steal the coin. Never anyone of substance. Until you. Denarius will not give up, however. I await his return.
What if he does give up? What then?
Then I go to him. I will not live with a wolf at my back.
Sounds like the right idea to me.
If it comes to that, I doubt it will.
Although the entire idea of, like, waiting for something that you know is going to happen, but it doesn't happen. There's a movie, I'm not going to worry about the title, that way I don't have to worry about it being spoilers, because it would be spoilers. But it's about a killer, and the main character believes this killer is going to show up, murder the main character. Main character's love interest. And the main character sets up a trap, but the killer never shows up. And the love interest is like, what the hell did you do? You never told me about this trap, and leaves. And the main character is like, I gotta stick around, I gotta wait for the serial killer to show up. And then it's revealed that the serial killer had just died by an accident. Like, they just... And their body is completely unidentifiable. Like, they'll never show up because they died in other circumstances. But the main character's just like, I gotta wait.
Maybe it's just me, but it sounds like you want to stick around.
I could see myself staying, for the right reason.
It's like waiting for Godot, but with a murderer.
Thank you again for helping me against the hunters.
Yes, you should.
Had I known Ansel would find me a woman so capable, I might have asked him to look sooner.
You sound like you're about to ask for a loan.
Well, this mansion...
Was that flirtatious?
Perhaps I'll practice my flattery for your next visit. With any luck, I'll become better at it.
Alright, well, we got more friendship with Fenris, so that's good. In fact... let's kick Meryl out, bring Fenris in for a little bit. Just to change things up. Let's see. He could use... more of that. Ah, damn it. Oh, more points remaining. Whoops. He leveled up twice while I wasn't using him. Yeah, sure, that sounds neat. As he takes damage, he deals more damage. Sure, why not? Alright, and now we have to go to the alienage. Which is in Lowtown? Let's go take a look. And talk to... It is not in Lowtown. Where is Meryl? In her home in Lowtown's alienage. I were Lowtown's alienage. There we go. It's right over there. I'm just gonna skip over there because that is quite a ways across the map. Never mind.
Like my father before me. What of it?
Didn't your family consider that dangerous?
There are mages who go their whole lives without ever falling prey to a demon. Many of them, in fact.
And if the Templars came looking for you, that would not be danger enough.
Perhaps there shouldn't be any Templars.
Too true. The Templars themselves would be a danger only to the elves. All right, let's go visit Meryl. We didn't have to skip or anything because my party decided they wanted to have a conversation. Meryl. We got a nice house here. Got a bucket. Got no bathtub. But you got the bucket.
I didn't think you'd come. I'll find something relatively clean for you to sit on.
Sometimes relatively clean is the most you could ask for.
Can I get you something to eat or drink? I have water.
Is that for both?
I came here to see you, Meryl. You don't have to fuss over me.
You're so kind. My first guest, and I'm already a terrible host.
Don't worry, I will leave you a moderate Yelp
For
review.
bringing me here, but I'm making a mess of it.
I'm sure I could think of a better way for you to thank.
Well, of course you could. I haven't exactly had many friends. Not even among my own clan. This is tricky.
What made you unpopular with the Dalish?
Being first to the Keeper, I was always a bit secluded. I studied magic and history while the others were learning the Via Tanadal. It's good that I left. I'd have made a terrible keeper.
You know, for that generation, I'm sure it's fine, but maybe they shouldn't have had close-up camera angles of the character's hands. Maybe the technology wasn't ready just yet.
You seem to be getting the hang of it already.
I'm glad you think so. Thank you for coming to visit me, Hawk. It means a lot to me.
Alright, I got 5 points back. There's that. And let's talk to her again!
This city is amazing. Do you know I saw someone get mugged? Right outside. It was fascinating.
Did you do
Everything
something?
happens here all at once. How does anyone keep it all straight?
Someone has jumped outside your door, and that's exciting?
It must be the alien age greeting. Hasn't happened to me yet, though. They must not like me.
That's not a greeting, that's just a
So many
mugging.
things just get lost.
Do you miss the Dalish?
I miss Haren Pival stories. The creaking of Aravels in the breeze. The city is so busy and confusing. And the elves here are not like my clan. But I'll get used to Kirkwall in time.
I feel like that's a more almost universal story, not just of moving from a small town to a big town. Like, you have a small town, everybody knows everybody. There's usually, like, I'm talking, like, one main street. And then you go from that small town to the big town, and suddenly there's just so many people, nobody really has the attention for anything. And it's very easy for a person to get lost and that sort of thing. You could say a similar thing could happen in regards to your progression through education as well. Like, if you go from elementary school through high school, through college, like, as you're moving up in your education, the amount of people within your school is generally going to be increasing to the point in which, like, your classes in elementary school are generally going to be limited to to smaller classes, smaller groups of people, more consistent groups of people. So you're more aware of the people who you're alongside. You're more familiar with that group. In high school is like the big changeover where suddenly the group expands in size and you've got a convergence of different junior highs, and suddenly, like, who you were before is not important to who you could be. And then suddenly you still kind of find necessarily where you are and what you do. And then you go to college, and once again, suddenly you are alone in that vastness of people.
Think of it like a game. You can pick up all the things people drop and overlook. Maybe count them.
I think they mostly drop garbage. I'm glad you came by. I needed someone to talk to.
All right. So now we have a rumor, which we can't do anything with because it's just a rumor. And we have the main plot and the premium content. The premium content is going to wait. Mark of the Assassin is going to wait for farther into Act 2. Legacy is going to be for the beginning of Act 3. The Expedition, which I can now fund, is going to wait for later because we still need to...
Everyone always brings up the name.
I've not heard of Sir Aveline. Is she very famous?
Really? They don't tell of her glorious downfall into Winter?
Not to slaves.
Pardon me for saying so, but thank the Maker for that.
But yeah, we still have to find an entrance into the Deep Roads, which is going to require us to find a Grey Warden. How's our inventory looking? Our inventory could be slightly cleaner. Yep. 72 gold. Did this person have anything interesting for sale or just nothing? I mean, I guess nothing interesting. Apparel shop. Do you have anything interesting for sale? No. Also, I approve of the fact that this game doesn't require you to actually talk. Like, Mass Effect 3 does this as well, and Mass Effect 2 as well, where the shop vendor is separate from the individual, so you can just go straight to what they're selling. You don't need to have their introduction.
Overturned on him in...
Yeah, sure, why not?
Blasted bone pit.
Everyone in your turn. If you're seeking aid, leave your name with my girl. We serve everyone here. No one came from Ferelden without trouble. But I can't give priority to anyone who's already found work and lodging.
Is there a way I can assist these people?
If you've coin to spare, we won't turn it down. Donations go in the box up front. Anything else?
All right.
I hear you know where I can find a Ferelden Grey Warden.
Only Ferelden Grey Warden I've heard of is sitting on the throne. We're out of the Blight's path now. Why would you need a warden?
The healer was one of them once, wasn't he? A warden?
Well, he's not now. And busy enough without answering fool questions about it.
Then I'll only ask very smart questions.
I do not joke, Sirrah.
But I do.
You see what our people face in Kirkwall. They have no jobs, no homes. Most can barely buy bread. This healer, he serves them without...
Look, you already told me they don't have any dough.
Their wounds, delivered their children.
And yet he needs to hide.
He's a good man. I won't lose him to the blighted Templars.
So he's a mage.
You mean he's a mage?
Would I stick my neck out for some purveyor of hensbane and leeches?
But what if they're the highest quality hensbane and leeches?
Never.
He doesn't want to be locked in the gallows just for using the gifts the Maker gave him.
I can hardly blame him.
I suppose it isn't my secret to keep. Anders has
Anders.
certainly been free enough with his services. Refugees in Darktown know to find the
We've
healer,
seen him before.
look for the lit lantern. If you
He's
have
not a
need
Grey
enough,
Warden, although he may have
be within.
participated.
My wife died yesterday.
Did he become a Grey
I'm taking
Warden?
up a collection to afford the burning.
What do you get for the donation box? Where am I?
Is there any flour? We've been out...
Let's look this up. Alright, I think I'm overthinking this, and that I'm just able to donate tons of stuff. Let's donate 5 sovereigns. Yep. You can only donate once, apparently. We are at 67 sovereigns. Still good.
My wife died yesterday.
The healer
I'm
will
taking up
decide
a
for
collection
himself
to
if you're
afford
worth
the
his
burning.
aid.
So where is he? Did you tell me? Was I not paying attention? I was not paying attention.
Hey, we heard you in there asking about the healer. We know what happens to mages in this town, and it ain't gonna happen to him.
Bethany.
Look, we're Ferelden's just trying to keep out of the Templar's sight, same as you.
Ferelden? But your clothes. I figured you for a Kirkwaller, sorry. Make her bless the rule of our King Alistair.
What was that other guy doing in the background with his hands over his face like that?
Unknown, Fenris.
What?
I'm going through Jevon's neglected reports. Some involve you and requests about you.
By whom?
I don't know. They're old, poorly kept. But you should be on your best behavior.
Thank you for getting rid of them.
I didn't.
Yeah, she never said she did. So, that's an interesting assumption. What's going on at night? Is it still tranquility? Still tranquility. I can do this mission during the daytime or the nighttime. Let us choose the daytime, because I guess it doesn't really matter. Like, you're supposedly you're attacked more at night than at day, but if you've already cleared out all the bad guys, does it really change anything? Alright, he looks pretty spent. I would imagine he's got a very busy schedule.
I have made this place a sanctum of healing and salvation. Why do you threaten it?
Strange occupation for a warden. Aren't you more about taint and death? Not healing and salvation.
Did the Warden send you to bring me back? I'm not going. Those bastards made me get rid of my cat.
Sir Pouncelot?
Pouncelot?
Yeah.
He hated the deep roads.
They got rid of Sir Pouncelot? Truly there is no justice.
You had a cat named Sir Pouncelot in the deep roads.
He was a gift. A noble beast. Almost got ripped in half by a genlock once. He swatted the bugger on the nose. Drew blood, too. The blighted Warden said he made me too soft. I had to give him to a friend in Amaranthine.
Hopefully we will see Sir Pouncelot again. But I'm glad at least Sir Pouncelot is alive. What are you doing here?
So you came to Kirkwall just to escape the Wardens?
You say that like it's a small thing. Yes. I'm here because there's no Warden outpost, no Darkspawn, and a whole host of refugees to blend in with. And some reasons of my own.
Sometimes I think about the pets that I will never see again. And then I try to think of something else, because that makes me sad.
I've always heard that joining the Wardens is for life.
That's only partly true. The hopelessly tainted by the Darkspawn and plagued by nightmares about the Archdemon parts don't go away. But it turns out if you hide well, you don't have to wear the uniform or go to the parties.
I'm part of an expedition into the deep roads. Any information you have could save people's lives.
I will die a happy man if I never think about the blighted deep roads again. You can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested. Although, a favor for a favor. Does that
Quid
sound like a fair
pro
deal?
quo,
You help me, I'll help you.
Marion Hawk.
Let's be more specific. I don't do anything involving children or animals.
I have a
You know,
Warden
that's
map of the
probably a
depths in this
good
area,
way to go about
but
life.
there's a price. I came to Kirkwall to aid a friend, a mage, a prisoner in the wretched gallows. The Templars learned of my plans to free him. Help me bring him safely past them, and you shall have your maps.
Tell me about your friend.
His name is Carl Thekla. He was sent here from Ferelden when Kirkwall's Circle required new talent. His last letter said the Knight Commander was turning the Circle into a prison. Mages are locked in their cells, refused appearances at court, made tranquil for the slightest crimes. I told him I would come.
Are these accusations true?
Ask any mage in Kirkwall. Over a dozen were made tranquil just this year. The more people you ask, the worse the rumors become.
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. I had been exchanging notes with Carl through a maidservant in the gallows. Then the letters stopped coming.
You want to make your friend an apostate?
That's such a weighted term. Yes, Andraste said magic should serve man, not rule him. But I've yet to find a mage who wants to rule anything. It goes against no will of the Maker for mages to live as free as other men.
Forcing mages into servitude is not the way to prevent the rise of another Imperium.
Letting them do as they please is hardly a better path.
That's not usually the response I get.
Should I have brought Meryl with me?
Better than I expected.
Instead of Fenris? Like, who has been hunted by a mage?
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. I had been exchanging notes with Carl through a maidservant in the gallows. Then the letters stopped coming.
You've convinced me. What's your plan?
I welcome your aid. I have already sent word for Carl to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Join us there, and we'll ensure that no matter who is with him, we all walk away free.
Alright, let's get rid of Fenris. And see if this is an opportunity we could use to get Meryl back on our good terms.
I'm not going. Poor Sir Pouncelot.
You?
The blighted Warden said he made me. And some reasons of my own. But it turns out, if you hide well, you don't. Although, a favor. The Templars learned of my plans to free him. Mages are locked in their cell. The more people you ask, the worse the rumors become. Then the letters stopped coming. It goes against no will of the Maker for maid. That's not usually the response I get. Then the letters stopped coming.
Meryl doesn't care. She doesn't care about your stance on freedom for mages. Like, who else could I have chosen? Varric probably wouldn't care. Well, at the very least, I didn't lose 10 points from Fenris because of agreeing to that. I feel like I'm almost at the point in which I need to really just kind of, like, hold myself back from making any major decisions, or, like, maintain at least a decent amount of saves just to keep, characters from just suddenly disliking me because this quest happened to deal with something that they were against. Like, as a character, you've got a wide variety of people on your side, but you don't necessarily have much of a choice as to which quest, or knowledge as to which quest will affect those characters in what order.
I didn't see anyone suspicious out here. Let's do this fast.
All right. I'll handle the talking. You watch for Templars. When we find Carl, just let me talk to him.
All right. Hello, Carl.
Anders, I know you too well. I knew you would never give up.
Oh, he's been made tranquil.
Why are you talking like...
I was too rebellious, like you. The Templars knew I had to be made an example of.
No.
How else will mages ever master themselves? You'll understand, Anders. As soon as the Templars teach you to control yourself. This is the apostate.
No!
You will never take another mage as you took him.
Okay, is he letting himself be taken over by demons? I'm just saying, because that seemed like he was being taken over by demons. What are you doing? Oh, nope, you're dead. And now you're dead. Nope, you're still alive.
My goodness, that was exciting.
Anders, what did you do?
Defended ourselves.
You brought a piece of the Fade into this world. I had already forgotten what that feels like.
I thought the Tranquil were cut off from the Fade forever.
When you're tranquil, you never think on your life before. But it's like the Fade itself is inside Anders, burning like a sun. Please, kill me before I forget again. I don't know how you brought it back, but it's fading.
Carl, no.
Maybe we can find a cure.
Can you cure a beheading? The dreams of tranquil mages are severed. There is nothing left of them to fix.
I would rather die a mage than live as a Templar puppet.
My sister calls being tranquil a fate worse than death. Give him peace.
I got here too late. I'm sorry, Carl. I'm so sorry.
I'm glad that Hawk is
Why do you look at me like that?
quoting Bethany like directly in front of her.
Goodbye. We should leave before more Templars come.
So, let me guess. This is the part where you tell me you're an abomination?
You're wrong. But not far wrong. This is hard to explain.
Oh yeah, this was in the
Spirit
DLC.
of justice, who was trapped outside the Fade. We became friends, and he recognized the injustice that mages in Thedas face every day.
I completely forgot about that part of Andrew's character progression.
And that's different than a demon.
Just as demons prey on the deadly sins of mankind, there are good spirits who embody our virtues. Spirits of compassion, fortitude, justice. They are the Maker's first children, and they have all but given up on us.
What does this have to do with your eyes glowing?
To live outside the Fade, he needed a host. I offered to help him. We were going to work together, bring justice to every child ever ripped away from his mother to be sent to the Circle. But I guess I had too much anger. Once he was inside me, he changed.
So, you have this spirit of justice living in your head?
It's not like that. He's gone now. He's part of me. It's
Those
not
are
like we can
opposite
have a
statements.
conversation. I feel his thoughts as my own.
Oh,
Not even the greatest scholar could tell you where I end and he begins.
That really didn't look like a Happy, benevolent spirit from where I was standing.
Since when is justice happy? Justice is righteous. Justice is hard.
You tried to help a friend. Surely no harm can come of that?
I wish I still had your innocence. There was too much hatred in me. Justice thought he would overcome that. But my anger, when I see Templars now, things that have always outraged me, but I could never do anything about, he comes out. And he is no longer my friend, Justice. He is a force of vengeance, and he has no grasp of mercy.
Do I like men with dark pasts? No.
Can justice ever be separated from you?
I don't think so. The only way a spirit has ever been separated from a living host is by its death. The curse is of my own making. All I can do now is hope to control it.
Follow-up question?
Can you bring him out at will?
No. He comes only when I've lost all power over myself. It's a madness, a frenzy. I only find out after what I might have done.
Is there anything I can do for you?
You're the first one I've ever told this. Thank you for not running away. My maps are yours, as am I if you wish me to join your expedition. I thought I was done with the Grey Wardens. But if you have any need of me, I will be waiting here.
Because what we need in the party is more mages. Alright, let's grab him to tag along. What abilities does he have? Oh, there's that Spirit of Vengeance. Oh. So he has Vengeance and Panacea. Revive, alright. I feel like this will make him a replacement for... for Bethany more than anything else, but this might also give Bethany a chance to focus more on damage as well. Or my squad is just going to have tons of healing. Reserved, 40% of mana. Let's go to... your tactics. And... have that one on. We cannot afford both. Alright. So now we have the entrance to the deep roads figured out. Ooh. Because we have the Grey Warden on our side. Let us go to Varric and talk to him at the Hanged Man.
So, you married a Templar, huh?
What of it?
Are they all as dirty as they seem?
What?
Did he ever ask you to play the naughty mage and the hapless recruit? Maybe the secret desire demon and the upstanding knight?
That's disgusting.
I hear it's quite popular.
Enemies among us. What is that quest for? Oh, never mind. That rumor.
So, you were in the circle and ran away? I don't know if I'd be brave enough to do that.
You've been an apostate your whole life.
Exactly. It was never anything I had to work for. Other people always took the risks to keep me free.
Alright, well, let's... What is the next thing for that? Okay, the next thing would be to go talk to Bartrand in Hightown. But I suppose we could also head over to Varric real quickly. Interesting. I was not expecting a cutscene as we walked into the door.
You owe us, Isabella.
Oh, hello. It's another companion.
I'll tell you what. Since the information you gave me was worth nothing, that's what I'll pay you.
Me and my boys will get our money's worth, bitch.
Oh, you poor sweet thing. Tell me, Lucky, is this worth dying for? I didn't think so.
Why, hello. How are you? I'm Hawk. I mean, my name's actually Marion, but, that's Bethany, who's also Hawk.
You're new around here, aren't you? Welcome, and keep your wits about you. You're nothing but tits and arse to the men in this place, and they won't hesitate to grab at both.
Thanks for the advice.
I'm pretty sure they won't be able to grab at the very least through that Sir Isaac armor.
Sadly, without my ship, the title rings a bit hollow. You're Ferelden, aren't you? You have that look about you. I was in Denerim not too long ago. You know, you might be just what I'm looking for to solve a little problem I have.
Can't anyone fix their own lives around here?
Nope.
Must be something in the water. Someone from my past has been pestering me. I've arranged for a duel. If I win, he leaves me alone. But I don't trust him to play fair. I need someone to watch my back.
What makes you think I'm right for this?
You saw me talking to Lucky, didn't you? Those boys couldn't manage simple information gathering. I can't trust the riffraff in this place to do anything right. But you're different.
Who's this person you've arranged to meet?
His name is Hader. We worked together back in Antiva. He's never liked me. He's been asking about me all around Kirkwall. Thought I'd get it over with and meet him face to face.
You wanted information from Lucky. What was it?
I asked Lucky and his boys to track down something I lost. They failed to do it. It's nothing to worry about, and this is much more important.
And they were hoping to get paid for the work they didn't finish?
Why a duel?
I like duels. It's what I do. And if I win, he'll be dead. Problem solved.
I think I could manage watching your back.
I'll bet. I've arranged to meet Hader in Hightown after dark. I'll meet you there.
Alright. Let's do that later. For now, let us talk to Varric.
It was brave what you did with Justice.
It was meant well. I don't know if that's enough to forgive me.
Must have been hard for him, being trapped outside the Fade. In a place where no one's like him. I bet he appreciated having a friend.
He did.
Varric.
So, I've been dying to know. What was going through your head when you fought that ogre?
For the first few seconds. What do they feed those things?
I don't know anyone else that's even seen one. You're lucky just to be standing here. Somehow, Hawk,
I mean, you could talk to my fellow party members. We've also fought an ogre.
Not that I expect the deep roads to be boring, mind you. Constant threat of doom does tend to keep you awake.
A lot of things can keep you awake, you know. I wouldn't reach for the doom first.
Sure, I could have a cup of tea in the morning, but I hear it's bad for you. I've spent my whole life in Kirkwall. Dangerous enough most days, but it doesn't compare to the deep roads. So, this will be, let's just call it an adventure, I guess.
Great. Now we're adventurous.
All right. How do I get out of this? Okay. I'm trapped in this room forever. There's no escape from Varric's bar room. Let's see. We need to go to Hightown at night. Make sure Isabella is safe during her
Thugs are
duel.
Plaguing the streets. I don't see a problem in giving them the fight they want.
Let's see. Oh, she's not that far away. So at the very least, there is that. You know, do I have an ability to change my party? Where can I do that? Because if I have Anders, I don't necessarily need... don't necessarily need Bethany. That's okay. We'll be fine. Having extra healing options is not going to kill us.
There you are. I've been here for hours. Ada hasn't shown up. No one has. I don't like this.
That's the wench we're looking for. Gut her.
Get ready!
Oh no, it's a raider ambusher. This one's a large health bar. And then there's you.
Ada sent them. So, hiding in the chantry and sending thugs to finish me off? Coward. He'll not get away with this. Come on.
Like, let's say I should probably spend time also adjusting people's action bars so it's easier. Like, the action bar has no relevance to what the AI is actually doing with them. So I don't need Heroic Aura, really. Also, my action bar is way smaller than I was expecting. Oh, never mind. It goes past there. I could have that all the way over there. Because I don't necessarily need those. Spell Magic can go there. Mind Blast can go there. That way I could at the very least have some practice. As the other characters do. And that also offers a little bit of variety to the game, and highlights issues with those characters specifically. Like, I feel like playing as Bethany, I clearly need more abilities for her to have unlocked. Damn it. That was very rude of you for moving very, very slightly to the left. But this was also my experience playing Dragon Age 2 the first time. I played as a mage as opposed to as opposed to a rogue. But I figure I wouldn't want to play a mage again, simply because I played a mage in Dragon Age 1. And, like, what are her abilities? So I've got shield defense on. There's taunt, which is very useful. Might. That's a sustained mode. Why do I need multiple sustained modes? Pommel strike, that staggers. That regenerates stamina. Bolsters abilities. Good to have when you're surrounded by numerous folks. Alright, let's try that out. Now, what, like, does taunt like every single opponent in the fight, or just like a small area around the warrior?
Isabella, should have known you'd find me here.
Tell your men to burn the letters next time.
Castillon was heartbroken when he heard about the shipwreck. You should have let him know you survived.
It must have slipped my mind.
Where's the relic?
I lost it. Castillon's just going to have to do without.
Lost it? Just like you lost a ship full of valuable cargo?
They weren't cargo, Hader. They were people.
Those slaves were worth 100 sovereigns a head, and you let them scurry off into the wilds. And now the relic's gone too. Castillon won't be happy to hear that. I promise you.
Will someone explain what's going on?
Isabella's been a very bad girl. Ruined a perfect business deal, and then ran away. She didn't tell you?
I told her enough. I said I arranged for a duel, which I did. I also said you wouldn't play fair, which you didn't. We can talk later if you want. Right now, we have other problems.
Castillon isn't a very happy person, is he? Maybe he needs a new hobby.
There's only one way to settle this.
Nice. That knife kind of landed really awkwardly, though. Okay, who is attacking you? And you... Okay, maybe I won't worry about... No. Oh my... No. Ah. Okay, that's good enough. Who should we go after? Anders is being double-teamed. You can have some elf fruit. Oh, let's bring the Mibari. Let's summon Dog to help solve our problems. Okay. And then once Hader is dead, Aveline will be relatively safe from damage. Get rid of you. Excellent. And the healing spell... Oh. I think what's I might be affected by the lack of damage being dealt. Because of having 2 healers.
Stab first, ask questions later.
Trust me, it's better this way. Castillon won't hear about me from Hader, but he'll find me eventually. I just have to get him the relic. It's simple as that.
Who is Castillon?
He's a powerful merchant based in Antiva. I believe he has ties to the Felicissima Armada. I used to work for him. The jobs mostly involved smuggling lyrium, jewels, or the occasional criminal acquaintance. He paid well.
What's so interesting about the relic?
I don't really know what it is, except that it's ancient and worth my weight in gold. Castillon has me chasing it down as payback for freeing his slaves. To be honest, I think he just wants me dead. But that would be letting me off easy.
You hired Lucky to track down information on the relic.
That's right. He insisted he knew everything that was going on in Kirkwall. He lied. I bet he doesn't even know everything going on in his pants.
Did you end up in Kirkwall because your ship was destroyed?
There was a storm. The ship ran aground on the reefs near the city. I managed to make it to shore. Most of my men weren't as lucky. Poor sods. I knew some of those men almost 10 years. Ah, balls.
What's this about you freeing slaves?
I was asked to escort Castillon's cargo ship. I got a bad feeling about the job partway through. Boarded the ship to find slaves. Nearly 200. Elves, humans, children even. It was sickening. They paid Castillon to take them away from the Blight. He took their money and sold them into slavery. Even I know that's wrong. Didn't expect that, did you, Guardsman?
Well, I mean, you could be a criminal, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have to be a monster.
If getting the relic gets Castillon off your back, then I'll help you retrieve it.
I still don't know where it is, but you'll be the first to know if I hear anything. Anyway, thanks for helping me out with Hader. I think I'll tag along for a while. There might be something I could do for you. And I have a room at the Hanged Man if you're looking for company later.
Oh? Alright, let's, who are we going to? We like Aveline, because she's a great tank. Let's choose Bethany for heals. Isabella for damage.
The people we're meeting, I'm not sure. Who's worse, the Apostates or the Templars? I wish I didn't need either of them.
Alright. The Bodice Ripper. And amulet and belt. Can you wear another belt? No. And you... What does Swashbuckler do? Scoundrel? No, that seems problematic. We want a stronger version of that. And definitely eventually new weapons for her. So for now, though, I think I'm going to stop here for the night.
There's always pretenders out at night. Sometimes you have to correct them. Good coin in it, too.
For now, got any suggestions for someone to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.